And this segment is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sports booking app. Not only is it safe, but Deke, it is secure and reliable. And for all the first-time users out there, what do we have for the first-time users?
We have a little promo code.
A little promo. Who doesn't like? I mean, I know the holidays are over, but we're still in the give-in mood. And DraftKings are as well. So if you use the promo code MOATS for all the first-time users out there, you will receive up to $1,000 in deposit bonus money. So stop wasting time. Keep watching the video, but download the app, use the promo code, and get an opportunity to make some money. Jacob Malacio. Shout out to Jacob. And his question is specifically for Deke.
No way.
He says, my question is for Deke. ... Mr. Deke.
Nice.
How do you feel about handing Mason the driver's wheel after this game? We all know how much you love 7... ... I'll just turn the floor over to you.
Like we said, dude, it was one game. It was one game. And I even tweeted it out there. I even texted you. I'm like, bro, this was a great game. You got to give him props. You really got to give him props, man. I'm not going to be one of those guys like hater.
I'm so proud of you.
Old guy, get off my line. I'm not going to do that.
Proud
One, I was proud of Mason. Like, I think it was cool just because of everything we went through last year.
Yes.
With him and then the incident, him getting hurt in the Jets game when you thought things were going to bounce back. Like, he was like, dude, he went through a lot of shit last year.
And even the offseason. Think about it. Because even the offseason, it got brought back up.
Even getting hurt in the Ravens game. Like, he went through just playing bad, ups and downs, thinking he's really limited the Steelers. He sucks. He's not going to be in the NFL. Like, there was so much stuff.
Absolutely, man.
With him. Like, I was happy for him. I was legitimately happy for him. Yeah. Now, in terms of him with Ben makes the call. That's my thing. Yeah. Whenever Ben's good to retire, if he's still on the roster, if he's like still in I guess prime years, prime portion of his career where we think he could be a successor, sure. But I've said it many times over these past couple podcasts. I'm good with Ben for 2-3 more years till whenever he wants to hang it up. Now, that's probably not good for Mason's timeline for his career, but if he wants to sit it out, sure, go for it.
All right.
Like I'm not opposed to specifically Mason.
The only thing I laugh at is when anytime you say like 2-3 years, I'm like, bro, you know how many people are going crazy every time you say 2-3 years?
I hear it all the time. I
start laughing. I'm like,
you know what though? My brother said it. We were watching the game together.
Yeah.
Just family. It was nice. It was a nice family time. We had fire going, ordered some pizza. Nice. And my brother said, I might be with Deke here with Ben for 2 or 3 more years. Because my dad was talking about quarterback situation. I was actually shocked. My brother, he said he agreed with me there. So I'm like, all right, I'm not the only one.
Shout out to the eggnog. No, I'm playing. All right. Well, I guess this next one kind of does piggyback. This from Jonathan.
Well, you don't have anything with that?
That was to you.
Dude, but you can answer. I'm interested to hear what you guys say.
Well, the reason I was going to let you answer it is because the next one is like the exact same, but it's more general. So now I can feel like, okay, all right, I can get this question.
Okay, so that was a one-on-one, me and that guy.
Yeah, because we talk about this every week. I say I want to try to get as many questions as we can get, but sometimes like it's just hard to fit it all in this window without giving you a 4-hour podcast, So I'm always like, all right, I can fit that in, and that's going to hit your part of the question. But then I want a rebuttal, but this next part is perfect for that. So that's the whole reason.
Well, and here's the thing too with Mason. If we go off this 2 to 3 year timeline, like based off that game, like I said, I think he's earned a roster spot. He's earned the backup position. And at least a chance if, whenever Ben does decide to hang it up. Like I said, I don't know if that really fits in with Mason's timeline of what he wants to do. But I think he at least has deserved a shot. Now, do we draft a guy? Maybe they're in some type of competition.
Right. Because just a week ago we were talking about that.
No, right. We give Mason the wheel to start whatever season it is. It's 2025.
Jesus,
I
do me like that.
Like
that. Not 2025. Listen, Ben is my guy. Then I don't, and I always laugh anytime we read the comments. I'm like, people don't even understand. Like, oh man, why you always hating? I'm like, oh, you don't have a clue. It's just no hate, zero hate. Trust me, I owe a ton to my man 7. He knows that. I'm telling this all the time. Like, it's never. But 2025,
I'm just messing.
I'm with you, but that just hurt me. I was, oh Lord, not 2025. God,
I was trying to think of a number. I'm like, wait, what's in that range? I need to be safe here. I need to be safe here with whatever number I throw out here because it's 2021 now. So I'm like,
is that 2025 as if like the 2024 season and it ended in 25?
I don't
Or was
know.
like the start of 25? I'm like, Lord, that's a long time, Deke. A long time.
Like I said, based off this performance, it goes back to what Batch said even too.
No,
like,
true. Absolutely, man.
Like, dude, if you go out and perform on this game where your job is on the line, okay, you showed something.
This is
here.
how you do it.
Showed something here. So I think he at least deserves a shot down the line, whenever that is, to start off a season. You know, do we draft a guy, like I said, where maybe Mason gets half the year, see how he performs, then we maybe bring the other guy in if Mason doesn't perform well. But if Mason keeps performing well, then he'll be the guy for that season. So that's it.
Dang, the energy is so different with Mason's audition. Mason only gets a half a season?
Huh?
Jeez.
Well, dude, I mean, there's gonna be a big break there in between this game and another game.
Just saying, a half a season. Jeez.
Well, if he's playing good, you don't got to worry about it, right?
I'm just saying.
You agree?
Some people, they can play bad and they can get the whole year. I'm just saying, he don't get the whole year. Not 14 weeks.
It depends on if we draft. Like I said, it depends on who else we have in the quarterback room.
Shout out to Jonathan for your question. Now the follow up was this, and this is from Mark Dell 1. Mark Dell 1.
Okay.
Do you guys think Mason played well enough to avoid having to draft a QB this season? And then he says, side note, loves the channel, makes it as part of his weekly routine to hear our reaction after the game. So keep it up. So yeah, in terms of me thinking, did he play well enough to not only secure a backup spot long term, but also to keep them from drafting this? If they take a quarterback in the first round and the second round, I don't care how good Mason played yesterday. That's the successor, the guy they take early like that. Do I think Mason played well enough to deter them from doing that? I do think so, because
I agree. Yeah.
I feel like we already talked about this. Ben, well, more than I personally feel like he's going to be on the roster. He'll play under the 41. I don't think they will extend him. I think they allow him to play under the 41 million personally.
Oh, really? Wait, you just talked about a week ago.
I feel like they got. I want them to extend him because you can do more cap wise, right? You can make sure, hey, I got this piece there, that piece there. But I don't know if they're willing to commit. You talk about 2-3 years to make that thing work, and either way, it's only going to get bigger. This 41 is 41 now, but now if you extend it or restructure, right, that you always hear, it only kicks it down the line. So it's going to happen. It's more so, are you going to do it this year? Are you going to do it next year? Are you going to do it 3 years from now? So to me, the more I think about it, and after seeing Mason play like he did yesterday, I think they just roll with Ben, no extension. Now, if Ben comes out next year and he looks like how he did the first 11 games, I think
little Brady Breeze deal, 2 for 25.
Can talk about that, right? But right now, I don't know if they're gonna do that unless now playoff start, he could look totally different. If he looks more like that second half versus the Colts or early in the season, without a doubt they'll extend him, and that'll be fine. But if he doesn't look like that, that's where we can start getting into some of that stuff. But either way, I think Mason played well enough to show that he should be the backup going forward, regardless if you extend Ben or not.
Ben gets hurt for 2-3 games, and now I actually feel confident. Like, okay, we could win maybe two out of these 3.
And he did what Charlie talked about and what you brought up in terms of, as the backup quarterback, you're not going to get a ton of reps. You don't get a ton of opportunities. We already cut down the preseason. I mean, in terms of, it was no preseason this past season. It's going to be cut down to 3 preseason games going forward, because now we're going to have the additional regular season games starting next year. So when exactly do you expect to get Mason reps to see what he can do? I mean, we're not going to pull Ben in a game. So it's like you have to go off of these small sample sizes. But I feel like he was impressive enough in that small sample size that it has secured him a spot going forward. Now, we don't know if that means he's the successor when Ben hangs it up.
Wait, is he on? He's on the same thing with Juju then, right? Same timeline.
Mm-hmm. So he's after Juju, I want to say.
Is he?
Yeah, he's a year after you. So he has 1 year left on his deal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing with him. But I feel like he's going to be fine because of what he did yesterday. I think that helps him out a ton.
Okay, yeah, that works then if he's just got one more deal or one more year on his
staggered.
deal.
Dobbs was before him. That's why Dobbs is last year for Dobbs.
You're right.
Whereas with Mason, he has 1 year remaining.
Okay, got you. Yeah, he was with Washington.
Yes,
they were
correct.
drafted together. Okay.